Sheldon, it didn't look like there was an awful lot of room out there. It was kind of, don't make a mistake. What was your take of the game?
Yeah, it's kind of went the way we had talked about it going, that it was going to be a game where we had expected to be tight. Every game Minnesota plays is tight all the way through, and it's one play or one mistake here or there that usually makes the difference, and that's kind of the way it worked out. Not a lot of excitement out there, but I liked how our guys, obviously we gave up the one in the first period, but I liked how we played just as disciplined a game. And that's an elite defensive team. They play really hard. They really adhere to their structure. Tonight they were really dialed in that area. They got a lot of long defenders on forward, especially. They really clog up the middle of the ice and make it tough that way. We didn't have a lot of chances. We missed a few. Mitch's in the first period comes to mind that, maybe that sort of changes the game a little bit and forces them to open up. But the fact that they come in here and they score first, it's going to be real tough from there. So I liked how we didn't allow them to get the second one. We earned the point, and then, we did a tremendous job in the overtime. First, I liked how we controlled the play. We got the line change. Both Austin and Will both attacked, attacked some tired people, and then Will just an unbelievable goal. It was such a great finish.
Is that in your time here? Is that where you've seen a real growth, Sheldon, is the team's patience in games like this, and not an inclination to try to rush things or whatever you want to call it?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, it's. I mean, they're the number one team in the NHL defending the rush. They're not going to give you much there. So we got to look at how we were in Buffalo. I mean, we thrived on plays on the rush. And it was sort of two ends of the spectrum. Buffalo gives up a lot on the rush. They get a lot on the rush. It's a really wide open game when you're playing there. And then you come in and play this team. It's going to be far different. And I thought. We thought we adapted to that, stayed patient, didn't get frustrated, didn't open the game up, didn't take unnecessary risk or chances. Obviously, our power play, you'd like to see it strike, and win the game there for us. But, but defensively, I thought we were right there with them in terms of the patience. And, we needed to make a play to score a goal. It just happened, it took us overtime for Will to get it done there.
What are you seeing from Matthews of late, by his standards, in a bit of an offensive drought, but around the puck a lot?
Yeah, he, again, I mean, nobody had a whole lot of activity going on here tonight. I went back and watched a lot of our chances and stuff from the Buffalo game. Obviously, we got a lot of goals, so you kind of gloss over some of them, but I thought in that game, Austin had a couple really good chances, both for him to score, and he set up some others, and he sends Willie in on a breakaway, and a couple other opportunities where, he made really good plays and they didn't go in for him. They go in for him or for his line mates that he made plays to. So some of that kind of contributes to, the offense drying up a little bit. But obviously, and we know he's got another gear to get to. We got to help make that happen. But just like in the game today, with some patience and waiting for things to happen, sometimes you go through these and you got to, work your way through it.
Giordano tonight tied the all-time record. I know it's not a very old record, but for block shots in a career. You ever think of where you might be without a guy like that?
No, he's been tremendous here. We've talked a lot about the number of games we've lost on defense this year with the players that we've had out, and he's just been so consistent for us. And you said not a lot of bad happens when he's out there for us. He's given us it all. He plays with such intelligence, and then if there's ever a breakdown, he's doing everything he can to get in the way of the puck. So it's no coincidence that because of the way he plays, he's been able to play a really long time, and then B, such an accomplishment comes out. I think that's, if you're a defenseman that plays the way he does and competes the way he does, it's a nice acknowledgement for him.
Is this kind of game a good test given you're going on the road for 5?
Yeah, anytime you play that team, they're going to make it hard. We played down in Minnesota. I think we scored 4 on that night, but if you look at the scoring chances and such, it was a game pretty similar to this one. Just so happened to shoot 4 in the net on that occasion. So, you know, we talked about we're playing teams here now that are either in the playoffs or that are really competing and fighting for the playoffs. It's a challenging road trip here now for us in terms of distance travel, time zones, you know, start times to games. Like, there's all sorts of stuff that's going to be coming our way here, and that's not even to mention the quality of the competition. So to get 2 points coming out of this night and to be a type of game like this, you know, it's a big, hard, physical team. I think it's sets us up good. We'll have a short practice tomorrow just to get on the ice. It'll essentially be, you know, a morning skate for us, you know, that we don't get the ability to have in Seattle with a 4 o'clock start. You know, you got to travel out there and then you're ready to play. So tomorrow we'll use the opportunity to sort of recover from today and get set from Seattle at the same time, enjoy a flight, get out there, and we're back at it before you know it.
Williams, you got 3 OT winners now. It's tied for the most in the league. What do you like about the way he attacks when he's in that situation?
Yeah, well, today he had to earn it, right? He had to earn the puck back, but he had a chance to really get them on their heels, and he attacked. And you know, credit to our players, because as we know, early in the season, overtime was an issue for us, and it wasn't going our way. And we really talked about it a lot, and I mean a lot relative to the amount of time we normally spend on it. Asked the players to make some adjustments. We changed our strategy a little bit in terms of how we started, how we deploy the guys, and the luck has gone our way a little bit in terms of getting us more time with the puck, and it's given more opportunities for players like Will to make plays like that. And I think it's a credit to the whole group today. You know, the guys that are out there. You know, Riley starts it off for us. You know, Lilligren, I think O'Reilly and Lilligren both were able to get a change there for us, and Mitch gets off. Like, you know, at least things start to happen when we're changing with possession. We're on the offensive side of the red line with the puck, and gives up more opportunity for those guys to make those types of plays. So it's great to see, but I think it's, you know, there's a lot has to happen in a short amount of time to create the opportunity for those elite players to go there. We were beating ourselves before we had the chance to make those plays early in the season. So we've adjusted that, and the players have really made good on it.
There was a time in the second period where John and I are doing alternating like face-offs. So I guess like what goes into the decision as to like who gets to take the face-off?
Yeah, I just leave it to them to discuss it. You know, it's a matter of just, you know, it's combination of keeping the opponents on their toes a little bit. You know, they're not always seeing the same center. You know, the opposing center isn't, and then also we want to keep John in a rhythm and taking face-offs and stay consistent with it. Both in, you know, you never know when you're going to rely on him to need him for a face-off, and then the power play specifically, he starts the power play with us in the draw. So, you know, you don't want it to be where he steps up for a big draw on a power play and he hasn't taken one all game. So we're trying to make sure he stays in there and gets some reps there, and he's just so happens he's elite at taking draws as well. But O'Reilly's been out of this world in the dot since he's gotten here and over his career. So you got lots of good options there, but we are trying to keep John in a little bit of a rhythm there to make sure he's getting some reps.
Gio, you got there, got the 3 blocks. You think about sticking a foot in front of another one just to get the foot?
No, I'm sure hopefully in 20-some games they get one more. So now it was a tough game. I mean, those guys, they play a really tight style. They don't give up much. They forecheck hard. So it was a tough game, big win, a big play by Willie in overtime. It was nice to see.
What did you see on Willie's goal from your advantage?
I mean, it looked like they were going to break it out, and then he's one of the best. I think a lot of our forwards have that quality. They can strip guys of pucks, and I think Willie's one of the best in the league at it. So you're never safe around him when he's behind you like that. And I think he stripped it, and then the move to the net was pretty incredible. It was a nice one to see from the bench.
Did you like the patience that your team showed tonight, even though there wasn't a lot of room out there? It didn't seem like anybody was taking unnecessary chances.
Yeah, I thought we talked about it all day. We talked about it in between periods. I mean, we're going to be in a lot of those games, obviously, down the stretch and in the playoffs. So you gotta take what's there and not force it, not get frustrated. I thought we did a good job, and you know, there's key moments in the games. Penalty kill late, but like you said, I thought we were pretty structured and didn't give much up ourselves.
there a shot block from your career that you really remember, whether it's, like how much it hurt or what it meant?
No, I was saying this morning, I think it was in playoffs actually against Detroit. Schneider took a one-timer and went and I was trying to box out a guy, hit him in the side of the head. That one, you remember those ones, they sting. But no, there's ones, I guess, throughout your career, the big blocks that, are at the right moments to, stop a goal or change some momentum. So there's a lot for sure. But some, again, I've done all my career and I play a lot of penalty kills, so you're going to be in those positions.
How big to win a game like this, considering road trips coming up, you're going to play some conservative hockey, road hockey?
Yeah, I think just looking ahead, there are a lot of teams we're playing coming up here, especially that are, fighting for playoff spots or right on the cusp. And I think Minnesota was an example of that as well. Teams are gonna play tight. They're not gonna take unnecessary risks. And we knew it coming in, and I thought we did a good job. I thought we got some looks. They don't give up much, and we stuck with it. And then overtime is just a great individual play.
What did you make of that game tonight?
Huge game for us. I mean, special for a team who is fighting with the playoff. I feel like this game, like a playoff, so tight and a lot of physically in the game. We're doing great work today. Wasn't played perfect yet, and it's a nice result. This is what we need, special for before a playoff, prepared for us.
How would you describe Williams' overtime goal?
It's not a surprise for me right now. He scores all the time, like Austin, like Michi. It's good for us. I'm so happy to play with these guys in the teams that's playing against these guys.
What about Giordano tonight tied the all-time record for most blocked shots ever in NHL history? What's it mean for you as a goalie to have guys willing to block shots?
Did you see he's played 2,000 games? Of course. It's unbelievable. He's helped for me, and he's important piece for a team. He's a good skill guy. He's old, he's a lot of support for us, especially for young players. I'm so happy to play with him, and he's a nice guy. He's a great teammate. It's unbelievable, and just want to say congrats for him. This huge record again, another record for him.
It looked like you found your game in the second period. Did you feel more comfortable as the game kind of went along?
It's a little bit hard start for me, yeah. Maybe especially after Buffalo game, after the third period, I need a little bit change mental spot. Yeah, in the second and third period, I feel so comfortable.
Can you walk us through the OT winner if you can? Describe it all?
I don't know, just lifted the stick. First lost it in the corner, and then left the stick, and then tried to take it to the net, and got a step, and I think the goalie tried to poke it away and put it under his glove. Tried to go high, but went under. We'll take it.
When you steal the puck as you did, and you turn, you see that goalie a forward between you and the net. Do you recognize as a forward, I might be able to beat the guy wide?
Yeah, I knew there was a forward there, so I just tried to take it to the net, and I saw that he's kind of flat-footed there, so it was going to be hard if I gave him some speed.
What did you think of the play by David on the first goal, really, to get that open space?
Yeah, obviously he made himself wide open there, so it wasn't hard to give him the puck there, and he made a nice play putting it up high.
How difficult was it to find room out there tonight against Minnesota? Very tight team.
Yeah, I think it was a good game. These are the kind of games that are going to be coming down the line here, so we got to win these kind of games, and it's more like playoff hockey, so it's good for us.
Is that where you see an area team has grown really with the patience necessary in games like this tonight?
Yeah, for sure. I think patience is huge. We're 1-1 through 60 minutes, so we don't want to worry and try to force plays to make it 2-1. We'll grind them out.
David, how hard was it to even create chances out there tonight?
Yeah, I would say it was very hard. They played by good structure, and it wasn't too much space there, so it was tough.
What did you see on your goal?
I saw Willie had a little bit time behind the net, so I tried to get in front of the net and try to find some space, and he gave me a nice pass, and I tried to put it up, and it was in.
I'm sorry. How important is a game like this going on the road? You're going to be facing a lot of teams. You won't have last line change. It'll be conservative hockey along the way.
Yeah, like I said, it was a tough game. So we are happy we get 2 points, and hopefully next games we will be a little bit better than today, because I think we didn't play our standard. So hopefully we'll be better next game.
As a guy who's pretty defensively conscious, do you like playing in games that are pretty tight checking? Is those games that you feel that a guy like you with your skill set can really make a difference?
I would rather play games like last game, right? We scored four goals in first couple of minutes. So, but yeah, it's good to have a couple decent face-off, like for me especially. I felt like this is my role, so I enjoy this process to get some decent face-off.
You feel packed against Willie a lot. You feel bad for a forward trying to defend him in overtime.
Yeah, yes, a lot of skill, so it's tough against him.